I'm Shek, and if there's one question I always get, it's how do you lose the weight? I've never bordered on obese, but I've had my chubby years. I've yo-yoed between 130 to 158 for about maybe 10 years, and I'm 5'5". Currently, I'm at 132 pounds. At 30, I'm back to my weight when I was around 18. I've tried almost every diet. Atkins, paleo, keto, vegan, pescatarian, low carb, what else? Off sugar, off white, off carbs. I've even tried slimming pills, which actually worked, but it had side effects. I'm allergic to dairy, nuts, chicken, and gluten. It's quite a lot. For my workouts, I've tried swimming, boxing, Muay Thai, yoga, badminton, tennis, soccer, plataforma, Bikram, Pilates, rowing, cycling, CrossFit. Oh my gosh, ano pa ba? Basically, again, name it, I've tried it. And after 10 years of trial and error, what worked for me was choosing my shit sandwich. Literally. Ew, no! Oh no, not literally. But shit sandwich means you have to accept the fact that there will be a cost to everything. Nothing is free, nothing is easy, nothing is effortless. So it's a question of what cost are you willing to pay to get the results that you're looking for. This is the Lazy Girl's Guide to losing weight and maintaining weight. If you're as lazy as I am with working out and exercising and like eating clean, you only have 3 options to choose from. And each of these come with a cost. The first option is that you can eat whatever you want, but you have to portion it and you have to exercise occasionally. What does that mean? That's actually the option that I'm doing right now. After years of trying different diets and different workouts, I realized that I hate being so religious with my workout and I hate being so strict with my diet. I didn't like that I would go to a birthday and like not have to eat that piece of cake, or I didn't like that I would have to, miss out on like fast food if we're like on a road trip from one place to the other. I hated missing out on food. I just figured out that, okay, maybe I could just eat like less. But it doesn't mean counting my calories, because I have experienced counting my calories and I end up like cheating. So let's say a month or a week or maybe at least like 3 months of clean keto or clean pescatarian. But I would have moments that parang I'd just like sneak off and like, I'd get a bite of chocolate or I'd get a bite of a burger.
This is a tasty burger.
And I realized, okay, that as long as I get that taste, I can fulfill my craving. And I guess maybe after years of going on diets and off diets and cheating like in between, I realized, hey, like my craving can be satisfied with just a bite. I didn't have to satisfy my craving by having the whole serving. And that's like one of the biggest things you have to shake off. Satisfying your craving does not mean a full serving. And it doesn't mean like I throw it away. So parang let's say a chocolate bar or a bag of chips, I end up just, like using those clips or parang stocking it away in my handbag. So my handbag has a bunch of like random food. So parang like there's always like a half-eaten chocolate bar, or I always have chips in a bag because I could end up snacking and eat like what I wanted without having to worry too much about like gaining weight because I was satisfied with just a bite. So like we joke about it with my family na parang I have a tikim lifestyle. So I'm always just making tikim. I have this tendency where when we eat, I just get a bite out of everyone's platter. I mean, I have my own thing, but I get a bite out of everyone's platter and I just get to taste everything because I realized what I like about food, or what I'm in love with food. I love sampling. I love tasting. So it's also a question of what do you value? Is it your energy? Do you have to be athletic? Is it your palate? Since I own a restaurant, for me, taste was important. I don't eat often, but like when I do, I make sure it's worth it. Look at that, it's all gone. So I do eat. What's most important to you? If it's a tikim lifestyle, then that means I can't eat so much. I have to watch my portions. I have a full serving maybe like once a day lang, but my other meals or throughout the day, I'm just snacking. I also don't exercise as often, only because now I'm already at my goal weight. But prior to that, I used to exercise maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I'm only strict with myself if I'm over my goal weight. Right now I'm using the jump rope. I'm doing yoga with Adrian. I'm also doing like quick HIIT workouts wherever I can get it, whether it's like Alexa Clark or even Chloe Ting or whoever. I work out when I feel like I need to work out, which is usually maybe once a week, but I'm not lying, like sometimes it ends up like being months apart. I don't need to be like super fit or like muscular, although I do want to try to, but it's not a priority for me. But it was not instant. It took a long time. It took years, okay? This is not like a quick fix. A quick fix is a diet. You already know where to Google that. You can do keto, you can do pescatarian, whatever. But I think the hardest part about losing weight that I realized was maintaining the weight. So if you want to maintain the weight, it takes a while to figure out what your process is. Because there's so many factors. Your blood type, your weight, the inches, the size of your body, I don't know, your BMI. There's a lot to consider. So you have to do the work and really study it to figure out what works best for you. I can probably do a whole other video on that, but let me know if you wanna, learn more about it. The second option, which I also tried, you can eat whatever you want, whenever you want, how much you want, because I know some people, they cannot stop with one bite. They have to have the full serving. It's ridiculously impossible for them not to finish that piece of cake or that full burger or that full pizza. Their indulgence is that they have to be able to eat whatever they want, whenever they want, however much they want. What's the cost? You have to exercise your butt off because you have to offset how much calories you ate versus how much calories that you have to burn off. So you have to offset. I think if I'm correct, 1,000, 10,000? Wait lang, let me check. If Google is correct, there are 3,500 calories in 1 pound. I think I realized what my average was when I started calorie tracking. I think I did it for a month without dieting. I just wanted to know what my normal flow of like calorie intake was, and I was averaging maybe like 1.5. Actually, it was natural for me to go below 1,500. If you don't want to gain, don't eat above your calorie requirement. And it takes some time to get used to, but I think innately I sort of just absorbed like what was fatty or what was not. But also, you don't have to have like a calorie calculator for that. You can actually just know by how you feel after the meal. If you feel good, or if you feel sleepy, or if you feel tired, or if you feel lazy, you know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. How you also do your diet is you also pay attention to a balance of good food and bad food. You're never gonna eat completely clean, you're never gonna eat completely bad. For example, like I ate an apple today, or I ate an apple and banana for breakfast. I probably have like a burger for lunch, and then I'm probably gonna have like protein for dinner. I tried that before, it worked. For me, religiously exercising was too tiring, and I had so much work to do, and it was too time consuming for me to dedicate 2 hours a day and just be like dead tired after to just working out. I couldn't do it. The cost of exercise, of religiously exercising, was not a cost I was willing to pay for. So option 3. Let's say you hate exercise. You dread it. You don't want to move an inch. You don't want to move anything. You don't want to lift a finger. Then you have to eat clean. And you have to watch your portion. Again, these things are all basic things. It's just a question of balancing the cost versus what you want. I've also tried this, and what happened is, well, definitely I enjoyed not exercising, but I found it so neurotic and I found it so stressful to watch what I eat, to log what I eat, the calorie count what I eat, to have to be able to choose what to eat. I hated and dreaded the process. And so that only lasted maybe a couple of months. So that's it. It's just 3 options. There's no way to cheat around this. I've tried to cheat over and over. And you know what the bad thing is? If you yo-yo, say you diet, lose weight, and then you don't maintain it and you go back to your weight, it gets harder to lose weight with every round. I had a target. I told myself when I was 20 that I was gonna figure out like what my fitness routine was gonna be or what my diet was gonna be. By the time I reached 30, I already should know what my body needs, how my body works, and what works best for me. And I think I did that, but it took 10 years. Again, I can go at length and at detail with all the other diets I've tried and all the other exercises and tell you what works. A lot of stuff works. If you can discipline yourself and you can diet, if you can watch your portions and you know when to stop, and you can religiously exercise, I don't know why you're watching this. This is the Lazy Girl Guide. You are super dedicated. I adore you. I idolize you. This video is not for you.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
couple of reminders, by the way. Your weight does not determine if you're thin or fat. There's so many factors. Your inches, your stomach, clothing size, your body fat, your blood type, your allergies. You cannot base losing weight just on your weight. It's unfair. Okay, you fluctuate with like water weight, maybe like 1 to 5 pounds a day. So what you weigh in the morning is not what you're gonna weigh at night. So remember that. And if you're like me, and your target is to just enjoy food and to be able to taste everything and eat everything, and when it comes to eating healthy, which honestly I'm not a fan of, you have to discover food that you can make that's healthy. That's one big factor as to figuring out how to balance what you indulge in, because TBH, if you're watching this, it's because you indulge in a lot of food. If you want to be able to offset, to balance out what you ate, you have to discover healthy food that you can make yourself. That way, whenever you feel bad, whenever you know you have to make up for it, you can whip it up yourself. Whether it's just like, apples with cinnamon, or for me, parang Caesar salad, which technically isn't as healthy, but it's healthier than a burger. I am not a health coach. I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a fitness coach. I'm just sharing to you what I've personally researched and experienced myself. So let me know if it's something that helped you, or it's something that, made you realize something you hadn't before. To give you a preview, like I wake up, I have coffee, I have a soft-boiled egg, and that's my breakfast. And throughout the day, I maybe snack in between. So I taste test the different food that we have. I taste test the banchan. So tikim lang, like a bite of everything, just to make sure everything's up to quality. And then I have a full meal at dinner. Whether it's samgyup, or like McDonald's, or a pizza, or a salad. I just have one full meal a day. And I can run on that na. Eating what I want, how much I want, and exercising religiously was difficult for me because I don't make that much money. And I'm very, very frugal. So it was costly. It was costly to have to go to gyms and have to go with like the same Muay Thai classes and like spend on this and that. It's expensive to want to exercise a lot and to want to eat so much. Unless you have the discipline to work out in your own house, it was expensive to work out. So it didn't work for me. Option 3, eating clean. Not working out and eating clean all the way was also difficult for me because it was so stressful for me to meal plan. Meal planning entailed that I was gonna like what I made on Sunday and I was gonna like it like all the way through. I'm a very picky eater, so parang I could make it on Sunday, have it on Monday. By Tuesday, parang, I don't wanna have this anymore. Or parang because the consistency is different or it's a little off, ayoko na, like I end up giving it away. So I'm very picky with the quality of the food and the quality of the ingredients. So I eat according to my mood, actually. Now that I think about it. I tried it with my boyfriend, Gab. It worked for him, but it does not work for me. Because he ends up eating everything because I don't touch it na after like, let's say 2 days. And I make enough for like a week. And the last option is, I did try it. I worked out religiously. I ate clean. I watched my portions. I was miserable. I was not happy because I'm an emotional eater. I eat according to my mood. So if I didn't get what I wanted, then I would be super cranky or I would be super tired to work out. So not my thing. Unless I'm training for like a marathon or unless I have like, parang before, unless I was preparing for Labor Rakay, then I'm zoned in and I would eat clean. But it would only last for maybe 6 months. That's it. Or like a quarter lang, 3 months. But beyond that, I could not maintain it. So, sayang lang. Parang, okay, it's enough for the beach, but I'm not gonna keep this. I don't know, I love sugar. I love my burgers. And just giving up a food group is not my thing. I cannot do that. I already accept that and know that, so I ended up working around that. Choose an option that fits your lifestyle, or change your lifestyle to fit your exercise and diet plan. I hope you figure out a plan that works for you. Actually, I realized there's so much to talk about. I could go at length with this, but I'll save it for next time. Bye!